Welcome back to RF Coins. Today RF Coins is taking you on a journey few people talk about, into the hidden world of 1977 Liberty Dimes. The year 1977 was a moment of shifting tides in America. Technology was evolving, culture was transforming, and the United States Mint continued its mission to produce reliable, everyday currency for a fast-growing nation. The one dime of this era carried the iconic profile of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a tribute to the leader who guided the nation through the Great Depression and the Second World War. But this wasn't just a design. It was a message, a piece of American strength pressed into metal. Every line in Roosevelt's portrait, every detail in the torch, the olive branch, the oak branch on the reverse symbolized unity, peace, and resilience. In 1977 the dime wasn't just a coin, it was a story of American identity and daily life. But here is where the magic begins. Even though millions of 1977 dimes were struck, not all of them are equal. Some escaped the harsh wear of circulation, hiding untouched for decades. Some were preserved in stunning condition by accident or by fate. And some were born with tiny imperfections, tiny differences, tiny anomalies that today can skyrocket their worth. This is the world of collectors, the world of rarity, and the world that RF Coins brings to life. Because while most people think a dime is worth 10 cents, a true collector knows that condition, shine, luster, strike, and preservation transform ordinary coins into extraordinary assets. Imagine holding a 1977 Liberty dime with a flawless mirror-like surface, a coin so untouched that every detail of Roosevelt's profile looks as sharp as the day it was minted. Imagine a coin with bright silver sheen, unmatched brilliance, and microscopic perfection. These are the coins that ignite bidding wars, draw serious collector attention, and create astonishing market numbers. And yes, in today's market climate, where collectors chase history, nostalgia, and beauty, a gem-level 1977 dime can rise into impressive value ranges, touching numbers like $.898.959 when hype, rarity, and condition collide in the perfect storm. But the story doesn't end there. The 1977 dime holds a special place because it reflects the transition of American coinage through modern times. Metals changed, value perceptions shifted, and collectors started to look at modern-era coins with new appreciation. Suddenly people realized that even coins from the late 20th century could be treasures. As the collecting community grew globally, even common year coins like 1977 began climbing in visibility and demand. And every time a new collector enters the hobby, every time a high-grade example is discovered, and every time a rare anomaly surfaces, the market stirs again, pulling values higher and higher. So why does the Liberty 1977 dime stand out today? Because its history is meaningful, its design is iconic, and its potential for hidden value keeps collectors searching. And the thrill of discovery is priceless. People all over the world are searching through old jars, dusty drawers, forgotten boxes, inherited collections, and pocket change hoping to find that one glittering example of a 1977 dime in near-perfect state. Some find nothing. But some uncover treasures. And those treasures rewrite the entire story of what a modern dime can be worth. The market today is electric. Collectors crave coins with eye appeal, sharp details, and special characteristics. They chase brilliance, rarity, strong strikes, and historical connection. And the Liberty 1977 dime sits right in the center of that energy. Whether you are a new collector or an experienced expert, this coin is a must-have piece for anyone building a complete modern American set. It carries heritage. It carries beauty. And in the right condition, it carries real financial potential. So if you have a 1977 dime in your home, look at it closely. Study the shine. Study the lettering. Study the. Today we are diving deep into a modern coin that most people ignore, a coin that millions of Americans handle every single day without even looking at it twice. But smart collectors know better. Smart collectors know that in the world of coins, even the most ordinary-looking piece can hide a secret worth hundreds, thousands, and sometimes life-changing value. And today, inside this video, we uncover one of those hidden treasures. The one dime from the year 2007 with the Denver Mint mark, the Liberty 2007 D. Roosevelt dime. A coin that many people think is just a common pocket change piece, but in rare conditions, special errors, and perfect grades, this dime can explode in value and reach current market figures that shock new collectors. Today we explore history, rarity, hidden errors, surprising market demand, and the unbelievable current market value reaching strong high prices like $0.898-$0.954 in rare examples and climbing higher in the premium collector auctions. Let us start by stepping into the story of the Roosevelt dime. This iconic American coin first appeared after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, honoring his legacy, leadership, and dedication to the nation. The design by John R. Sinek became one of the longest-running designs in United States coinage history. By the time we reached 2007, the dime had already become a symbol of stability and tradition in American currency. But even though billions were made, collectors know that each year has its own identity, its own mistakes, its own special survivors that rise above the rest. And the 2007 D dime is one of those years where fascinating things happened behind the scenes. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of dimes in 2007, but only a small fraction survived in flawless condition. The circulating dimes we see in everyday life are usually worn, scratched, and dull, but hidden among them are rare pieces that never touched circulation, pieces with blazing luster, sharp details, and immaculate surfaces. These are the dimes that grading companies like PCGS and NGC love. These are the dimes that collectors fight for, and these are the dimes that sell for exceptional market prices. Now let us talk about what makes the 2007 D dime special. First, condition. A perfect condition 2007 D dime graded MS68, MS69, or even the dream level MS70 becomes a high-demand treasure. The higher the grade, the higher the price, because collectors want the absolute best. And when a coin reaches beyond MS67, the population becomes extremely tiny. Fewer coins available means higher auction results, and this is exactly why rare high-grade 2007 D dimes have exploded in value in recent years. Next, we explore the world of errors, because coin errors are like jackpots for collectors. A normal dime might be worth 10 cents, but an error dime becomes a story, a discovery, a prize. The 2007 D dime has been found with off-center strikes, missing edge details, die cracks, doubled features, misaligned dies, and even rare full torch variations that show the perfect definition of the flames and bands on the reverse. These errors and varieties can push the value from a simple coin to a premium collectible. Some of these sell easily in strong markets and attract hardcore collectors who pay top dollar. Now we step into the current market excitement. Right now, collectors are increasing their focus on modern coins. Prices have been rising for high-grade modern dimes, and the 2007 D dime is among the coins gaining rapid attention. Its current market value for rare condition examples can reach impressive levels, moving toward $898.954 in special graded categories, unique error pieces, and top condition survivors. This surprising market strength comes from demand, rarity in higher grades, and the growing interest in modern United States coinage. Collectors know that the best time to secure modern treasures is before the market fully explodes. And right now, the 2007 D dime is standing in that perfect moment where value is rising, interest is growing, and rare examples continue to break expectations. Now imagine the thrill. You reach into your drawer, your old jar of change, your pocket, or a forgotten roll of dimes, and suddenly you see a shining example of the 2007 D Liberty dime with exceptional luster, no scratches, perfect surfaces, and sharp details. You check the torch on the reverse. You check the lettering. You inspect the profile. And you realize you may be holding a sleeper coin worth far more than 10 cents. This is the magic of coin collecting. This is why channels like RF Coins exist, to help collectors find real treasures hiding in plain sight. Collectors love the Roosevelt Dime series because it is affordable yet powerful. Simple yet full of discovery. And the 2007 D dime stands out because its modern appearance hides a world of opportunity. Auction houses in the United States continue to show surprising results where once ordinary coins turn into exceptional finds. New collectors enter the hobby, competition increases, and the strongest pieces rise in value. This demand fuels today's market and transforms coins like the 2007 D dime into genuine collectible assets. Every coin tells a story. And the story of the Liberty 2007 D dime is one of hidden value, modern rarity, historical importance, and rising market momentum. A coin that honors a president, survives decades of circulation, and still manages to surprise collectors with exceptional worth. This is the moment to learn, search, and collect. Because every dime you find could be the one that changes everything. Today we are diving deep into a modern coin that most people ignore, a coin that millions of Americans handle every single day without even looking at it twice. But smart collectors know better. Smart collectors know that in the world of coins, even the most ordinary-looking piece can hide a secret worth hundreds, thousands, and sometimes life-changing value. And today, inside this video, we uncover one of those hidden treasures. The one dime from the year 2007 with the Denver Mint mark, the Liberty 2007 D Roosevelt dime. A coin that many people think is just a common pocket change piece, but in rare conditions, special errors, and perfect grades, this dime can explode in value and reach current market figures that shock new collectors. Today we explore history, rarity, hidden errors, surprising market demand, and the unbelievable current market value reaching strong high prices like $0.898-$0.954 in rare examples and climbing higher in the premium collector auctions. Let us start by stepping into the story of the Roosevelt dime. This iconic American coin first appeared after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, honoring his legacy, leadership, and dedication to the nation. The design by John R. Sinek became one of the longest-running designs in United States coinage history. By the time we reached 2007, the dime had already become a symbol of stability and tradition in American currency. But even though billions were made, collectors know that each year has its own identity, its own mistakes, its own special survivors that rise above the rest. And the 2007 D dime is one of those years where fascinating things happened behind the scenes. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of dimes in 2007, but only a small fraction survived in flawless condition. The circulating dimes we see in everyday life are usually worn, scratched, and dull, but hidden among them are rare pieces that never touched circulation, pieces with blazing luster, sharp details, and immaculate surfaces. These are the dimes that grading companies like PCGS and NGC love. These are the dimes that collectors fight for, and these are the. Today we dive into a coin that looks simple in the hand but hides a world of mystery, value, history, and explosive profit potential. This is the incredible story of the Liberty 20034P1 dime, a coin that most people walk past without even noticing, yet collectors are hunting for it with intensity because the market is heating up and the value is soaring all over the country. Imagine for a moment a small 10-cent piece that millions of people used without thinking, a coin that passed through pockets, cash registers, gas stations, lunch counters, and vending machines. But inside that everyday circulation hides something unbelievable, something that many collectors never expected. The Liberty 1 dime of the early 2000s has become a thrilling chase piece, a coin that is suddenly attracting attention because certain examples are selling for stunning amounts of money. While the average person sees a dime worth only 10 cents, serious collectors and passionate treasure hunters know this coin has reached market levels as high as $0.898-$0.955 for extremely high-grade, ultra-shiny, well-preserved pieces with full strike strength and flawless surfaces. The hunt is real, the interest is exploding, and RF Coins is here to take you deep inside the story. The Liberty 1 dime series has always carried symbolic power in American history. It represents a blend of tradition, craftsmanship, and national pride. When you hold a dime, you are holding a tiny piece of the American journey, a coin that has been minted through wars, economic booms, recessions, technological revolutions, and cultural change. But this one, the Liberty 20034P dime, stands out because collectors in today's market are watching it closely. Coin conventions, online auctions, private sales, grading company submissions, everything is buzzing with whispers and excitement. Why is this dime suddenly worth so much? Why are people paying high amounts for it? The answer lies in a mix of rarity and condition, survival rates, special characteristics, and the growing global demand for small denomination treasures that were once ignored but are now becoming hot investments. The story begins with circulation. Most of the 20,034p dimes were struck for heavy use. They were not designed to sit in a collection box untouched. They entered the world fast, moved fast, and wore down fast. This means that very few of them survived in pristine, untouched, mint-fresh condition. Over time, people spent them without care. They rubbed against keys, scraped in coin jars, slid across counters, and suffered damage from daily life. The result is simple. Clean, crisp, flawless examples are incredibly hard to find today. This is exactly what makes the coin valuable. A dime that looks ordinary to one person may be a goldmine to a trained eye because the grading companies want surfaces that are mirror bright, details that are razor sharp, and edges that are absolutely clean. Collectors love the Liberty One dime because of its bold portrait, its strong engraving, and the symbolism of torch, olive branch, and oak leaves, representing unity, peace, and strength. A perfect combination of design and meaning. When a coin from this date has survived with full shine, untouched fields, no scratches, no dullness, and powerful detail, it becomes a rare survivor, and rare survivors always climb in market value. Some collectors are reporting sales climbing into hundreds, some pushing near the $1,000 mark depending on grade, beauty, rarity, and demand. When a coin hits a grade that the market considers elite, such as perfect strike or exceptional luster, its price can shoot upward fast, surprising even experienced collectors. Right now the demand for the Liberty 20034p dime is rising because the coin market in the United States is not slowing down. It is expanding every month. More people are joining the hobby, more investors are entering the scene, and more collectors are realizing that small denomination coins can sometimes outperform larger ones because they were handled more heavily and therefore fewer pristine examples survive. This increases rarity, and rarity increases value. On online platforms, in auctions, and in private collector groups, the search for high-grade examples of this dime has turned into a hot movement. Everyone wants to be the person who finds the hidden treasure in pocket change. Everyone wants that shining dime that transforms into a high-value prize. The modern coin market values brightness, sharpness, and beauty more than ever, and the Liberty One dime fits this demand perfectly when found in exceptional condition. A dime with deep shine almost like a drop of silver light, a dime with flawless smooth fields, a dime where every torch flame, every leaf, every ridge of Liberty's profile is perfectly clear, becomes a prize worth hundreds. And in some extraordinary cases, especially those approaching perfection, values can rise into the hundreds, nearing the impressive current levels reported around $0.898.955. That is a breathtaking number for a 10-cent piece, and it shows just how powerful the modern coin market has become. RF Coins always reminds collectors that the most valuable treasures are not always the oldest. Sometimes the coins right under our noses, the coins we overlook, the coins sitting unnoticed in a drawer or purse, can be worth life-changing money. The Liberty 20034p1 dime is proof of this. It teaches us to open our eyes, to search carefully, to never underestimate a coin just because it is modern or small. Every dime has a story, and this one has a story filled with excitement, rising prices, collector passion, and historical symbolism. So take a moment today and go through your coins. Look at every dime closely. Hold it up to the light. Check the shine, the details, the strength of the engraving. You may have a treasure in your hand that you never expected. You may be holding one of the rare survivors, one of the valuable gems that collectors are fighting for. And if you are lucky enough to find a high-grade Liberty 20034p dime, you could be holding a coin that sells for a stunning amount of money in today's powerful and competitive market. This is RF Coins bringing you the deepest, most exciting stories of American money. Stay tuned, stay curious, and stay ready for the next big discovery. Coins may be small, but their history, value, and magic are enormous. And the next treasure could be waiting for you right now. Today we dive into a coin that looks simple in the hand but hides a world of mystery, value, history, and explosive profit potential. This is the incredible story of the Liberty 20034P1 dime, a coin that most people walk past without even noticing, yet collectors are hunting for it with intensity because the market is heating up and the value is soaring all over the country. Imagine for a moment a small 10-cent piece that millions of people used without thinking, a coin that passed through pockets, cash registers, gas stations, lunch counters, and vending machines. But inside that everyday circulation hides something unbelievable, something that many collectors never expected. The Liberty 1 dime of the early 2000s has become a thrilling chase piece, a coin that is suddenly attracting attention because certain examples are selling for stunning amounts of money. While the average person sees a dime worth only 10 cents, serious collectors and passionate treasure hunters know this coin has reached market levels as high as $0.898.955 for extremely high-grade, ultra-shiny, well-preserved pieces with full strike strength and flawless surfaces. The hunt is real, the interest is exploding, and RF Coins is here to take you deep inside the story. The Liberty 1 dime series has always carried symbolic power in American history. It represents a blend of tradition, craftsmanship, and national pride. When you hold a dime, you are holding a tiny piece of the American journey, a coin that has been minted through wars, economic booms, recessions, technological revolutions, and cultural change. But today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising, most fascinating, and absolutely unbelievable coins hiding right now in pocket change, old drawers, forgotten jars, estate boxes, and coin rolls all across the United States. I am talking about the extremely popular, extremely collected, and extremely valuable Liberty 2003P Roosevelt dime. Yes, you heard that right. A modern dime from 2003 that is shocking collectors with its history, its hidden varieties, its mystery, and its current market value that is turning heads everywhere. And when I say value, I mean real value. Some collectors right now are searching non-stop because certain examples are selling in the current market for as high as $0.898.956 depending on condition, rarity, and special characteristics that only knowledgeable collectors can spot. So today, RF Coins is taking you on a full journey, a complete deep dive into what makes the Liberty 2003P dime so special, why collectors are paying unbelievable prices, and how this small 10-cent coin became a major target in today's modern coin market. Keep watching until the end because you might already have one of these rare Liberty 2003P dimes sitting in your house, completely unnoticed, and you might be holding a hidden treasure worth far more than a dime. This is going to be exciting, so let's begin. The story of the Liberty 2003P dime begins with the long American tradition of the Roosevelt dime design. Even though the design has been around for decades, collectors today are waking up to the reality that modern coins, especially coins from the early 2000s, have become incredibly valuable when they appear in high grades or contain unusual striking qualities. And the year 2003 is one of the standout years. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these dimes, but only a tiny percentage survived with perfect surfaces, full sharp details, brilliant luster, and that flawless appearance collectors dream about. This is where the treasure hunt begins. The Liberty 2003P dime is amazing not only because of its modern history but because of the unexpected interest the current coin market is pouring into it. Demand is rising. Collectors love it. And as demand goes up, the price goes up. Right now, the highest graded examples, the cleanest surfaces, the strongest strikes, and any high-end collector piece can reach the current market value of $0.898.956. That is the magic of modern American coins today. With collectors growing and more people entering the hobby, even a coin from 2003 is now becoming a star. But what truly makes this dime worth so much money? It comes down to two major things. Number one is condition. Only a tiny amount of Liberty 2003P dimes come flawless. Almost all the coins that circulated became scratched, worn, dull, or damaged. But the few that survived in perfect, untouched, bright, shining, mint condition are like diamonds. Those are the ones collectors go crazy for. Number 2 is rarity in perfection. Even though millions were minted, only a microscopic number are perfect. And that is all collectors care about today: perfection, eye appeal, clean surfaces, and strong strike quality. Now let's talk about what you should be looking for if you want the chance to discover your own high-value Liberty 2003p dime. First, look at the shine. A high-value specimen should glow under the light. Second, look at the details on the portrait. Every small line, every curve, every letter should be crisp and sharp. Third, examine the entire coin for marks, scratches, or hits. The fewer imperfections, the more valuable the coin becomes. Fourth, check the reverse design. The torch, olive branch, and oak branch should be bold, clear, and beautifully struck. Collectors today are hunting for these coins everywhere. Coin roll hunters are opening thousands of rolls searching for that perfect Liberty 2003p dime. Estate buyers are picking through old collections hoping to find one hidden in a batch of modern coins. Even metal detectorists are discovering that modern dimes can carry shocking value if well preserved. One of the most exciting things happening right now is that many lucky collectors have found Liberty 2003p dimes that look ordinary at first glance but turn out to be extremely valuable once graded. This is why RF Coins is encouraging viewers today: check your change, check your drawers, check your wallets. You never know which coin might be a hidden jackpot. The beauty of this Liberty 2003p dime is that it represents a perfect mix of history, modern collecting excitement, and real monetary value. The Roosevelt dime series continues to be one of America's most familiar designs, yet every year has its hidden stars. And for the year 2003, the star belongs to the Philadelphia Mint. That is why the Liberty 2003p dime is now being watched by collectors worldwide. Think about this. A single dime minted in 2003, a coin that costs only 10 cents to get from circulation, can now reach an eye-popping market value as high as $0.898.956 depending on the condition and the grading result. This is the power of numismatics. This is the thrill of the hunt. This is why so many people join the hobby after watching videos from rfcoins.so. If you are watching this right now, you might be closer than you think to a discovery that could change your collection forever. Take a close look at your Liberty 2003p dimes. Do not ignore the small coins. Do not overlook the ordinary-looking ones. A treasure does not always scream for attention. Sometimes it hides silently in the smallest, simplest place, and that is why RF Coins is here, to help you find value, history, excitement, and inspiration in every coin you hold. The Liberty 2003p dime is not just a modern coin. It is a reminder that every American coin has a story. Every coin carries a piece of the nation's legacy. And every coin has the potential to surprise you with value beyond expectations. Thank you for watching RF Coins, the home of rare coins, valuable finds, and the most powerful coin knowledge online. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe because more incredible coin stories are on the today. We are diving deep into one of the most surprising, most fascinating, and absolutely unbelievable coins hiding right now in pocket change, old drawers, forgotten jars.